Welcome back to another epic episode of the Dorm Room Debates. And of course, I'm your host, and of course, I'm not alone today. I'm with my co-host, and we have a special guest. They will introduce themselves.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Team Mesh Best, and I bring nothing but the best. And the best of today is we are here again.
Hi, my name is Wushe. I don't have an intro.
Okay, today, guys, we'll be discussing something that is not familiar, but then so are degrees still valid enough in South Africa? So let me hear your opinion.
I think degrees are still valid. I think it's very important to have a degree. It doesn't matter. I think it's very important to have a degree because a degree can take you very far than not having one, what have you.
Okay. I think there are some degrees that are valid. There are some that are not valid. They are valid, but then they are not worthful. You understand? Okay, they are gonna guarantee you a job, like a secure job. There are some in order for you to have this particular job or to beg a particular job, you have to study and study and study and study. And in this economy, I feel like there are no jobs at this moment. There are jobs, but then as guess certain jobs for example, I don't know, maybe as a CNC PR, I feel like fundela so that you can do something that is in a sindonyana. You can't just beg your national diploma and then you are done. You understand?
Well, it does make sense. I'm not gonna lie, it does make sense. But even if you a degree, you don't get the opportunities that a person who has a diploma would have. That's why I'm saying it's still important to have a degree. Even if that's no metric, yeah, sure, but will you be able to get into those spaces that a degree would get you into?
Yeah, valid. What's your take?
I believe to some extent, okay, they are still valid, but to a greater extent, they are not.
Yeah.
In this day and age, there's a lot of unemployment. We see youth graduates and then endlini mayiqeda izokutshela ukuthi imisebenzi ayikho. It's not like those people abayifuni imisebenzi. They're actively looking for those jobs, but the jobs are not available because there are no jobs in the country, to be honest. So how can we say they are still valid? Meanwhile, our fulfill the purpose,
yeah.
You see. So it's like, man, say bare minimum, everyone can have a degree.
I feel like it's okay bare minimum. Having a degree, it's a bare minimum. Also, you have to have PhDs.
And the question is, how is it valid if it doesn't work for the people?
And another thing, I'm sure the government keep us certain courses. What about those who are still studying those courses? Process courses, whereas by our keeper they are regarding them as if like they are not useful. Rather,
they are useless to the economy.
Exactly. Manje kuzoyenzakalani ngalaba abasasekuwa ama-undergraduates walawa uma-course
basically ukuthi
sabafundela mahala. Into engisho ukuthi they have to jinx everything khona ukuthi bathathe another route so that ukuthi bangene kulanga abaregard as useful at this point. You understand? Let's say PR regard as if like it's no longer useful in the economy. Manje we're gonna be obligated ukuthi sithathe another course lawa akhona manje in the system ukuthi like you are right, like you are valid enough.
So I'm wondering what's your intake with the situation there ukuthi they are cutting some courses, we can say degrees in the education system.
I'm 50-50 on that. I think there isn't a demand for certain courses in the job market, even when the need is there, but the demand is also not there. But also at the same time, some people love doing certain courses and they think that they would do very well in them. But for example, somebody likes doing art and then they cut off art. There's no demand of art in South Africa, and we know that. But there's demand of art in other countries. Yeah, but so like I'm 50-50 on that. I am for it, but also I am against it. You get me? Yeah.
Mina concern yami ukuthi what will happen kulaba abasawafundele, as you have said, let's take it for example, art ayikho ku demand, but then khona umuntu oyithandayo art and usayifundela, so manje uzoyenzana, and what if like akananye alternative angathi uyayithanda, because as a person futhi mozazi ukuthi ufunani, mothe ufuna lento straight you straight, awuna enye alternative ukuthi hayi ngangena kuyi.
But yabona inkinga ukuthi if uzoyenzela ukuyithanda akumela ngukhali if umsebenzi awukho, because you know it's not in demand in the country, you see. But if uzochubeka just because you love it and then uyamangala wangawuthola umsebenzi, you understand?
Yeah.
So abantwana they should study course which are in demand in the country, not for the sake of I'm loving this or I think I was meant for this.
Sometimes not everyone is good in whatever the system like it's best for the country.
But we learn everything.
Another thing, most of the time courses like science, accounting, whatever, and etc. You are regarded as if like you are more useful. Not everyone is gifted in science or accounting. You understand? So I feel like sometimes in the system says South Africa inconsiderate kwabanye abantu, yabo ivele isicabangele for bona ukuthi ba benefit, because country it's all about making money. Futhi South Africa they are about make money, not.
But that's the purpose of the education system. We equip students so they can help a country. It's for the benefit of the country, not the benefits of an individual.
Exactly, but then the benefit your country cost abani. Exactly, mental health yami. Because khona manje nizong-obligate ukuthi ngihambe ngiyofunda science, because ngithinka ukuthi izinto ze-science yizo ezi-best at this point e-countryni. Nizongiforce ukuthi ngifunde science. I'm not good with science. I'm good maybe with general or accounting, as I did accounting stream. Niyongifaka kwinto engayazi, ngilo ngiyafaila still in science, yabo. And another thing, abangayithatheli kahle, abay sort of like by undermine ilama courses wezandla, bo boiler making, welding and whatsoever. Lawo bawathathela phansi, kufana nomuntu mongambuza ukuthi wawungayenzi those courses maybe at college. Ubona ngathi like into ezincane, and not everyone is gifted encwadini bakwethu. Mozazi ukuthi ukuthi ezandleni qhele ezandleni.
I would like to expand on that. There's a saying, school is not for everyone. But that's why you'll find people not even furthering their studies because the school is not for everyone. That's why sometimes you'll find that grade 10, abantu will go to TVT colleges so that they learn ngezandla rather than get theory. Because for some people, it's very hard to sit down ufunde, and it's very hard with mabona manamba look like taxi math now you don't know what is 35 minus 40
exactly.
So this thing okay fine, there's a demand in my electrical engineering or your chemical engineers or industrial sharp. Some people don't know Pythagoras theorem.
Exactly.
It's very hard to ubone shape solve for x now or
exactly.
how much is this. That's why there's theory degrees, and that's why there's also TVT colleges for people because most of them TVT colleges, they're more of practicals than they are theory. So scholar honestly is not for everybody. It's honestly not for everyone. And you can teach somebody, but sometimes
I grasp.
Yeah. But like me, it's hard for me to grasp maths. You can teach me maths right now. I'll forget about it the next day.
Same. Not even the next day. Immediately.
I'm better in theory, no funda, rather than doing numbers or accounting.
That's why ngisho ukuthi I system yase South Africa is cabangela certain people so they can benefit. They don't think for the whole country. Like, not everyone is gifted in those courses that they regard as if they are useful. Not ukuthi mesenzi PR like sivele sazilahlela bakwethu. We were destined for better things, but then as ngisho ukuthi not everyone lo ma courses uzongena bakwethu. So mina nje, some courses are valid, some they are not. Ngimalapho.
Yeah, I think ngizovumelana nawe kuleyo part ukuthi some are valid, some are not. But the problem with most are 7
You can even have PhDs with certain cause. Mengekho valid.
And mangothi yabhekani to add, we are heading to an AI generation. So many jobs will be replaced by AI, even engineering jobs.
Exactly.
Companies will now prefer to hire an AI system ezoyenza umsebenzi rather than hire uanele ozonghlupha ofika late ekumele ngempatale imali
eningi. Exactly.
ozoyenza nama mistakes. So you see, if the system yama AI seyifikile South Africa, do you think that degree of yours in engineering will work for you? So, are they still valid?
No.
Thank you.
I have something to say on that. At the end of the day, an AI is a computer, it's not human. An AI monitor needs instructions to do something. You cannot just put the AI lapaya and tell it it's okay, do whatever, because it's not going to know what to do. You must give it a prompt in order for it to do something. I need to, that's the whole point. So it's the same as when, for example, back in the day, when people did farming, right, they used to use their hands, and then it became the age of machines, right? People complained that, no, machines are taking our jobs, but the machines still needed people in order for them to operate. So I think even if Bati AI comes into the engineering, there still needs to be a person that will be able to operate that AI system. And also, AI can make mistakes as well. You know,
but then izoyehlisa quantity yabantu. It is idinga abantu, but then quantity. Angeke yabona singakanani in this room. Ingadinga ukuthi si operated izinto, maybe ingadinga abantu abayi3. This thing needs more people, but then mokungaba ne-AI ungadinga umuntu or maybe oyi-1 to press that thing, oyi-1 ozoyigada ukuthi okay lesicedela done yabo. So into engisho ukuthi like most of the AI we are ruined. Already we are ruined. The AI, when it comes to academics, we can't even construct a mere sentence. So it's chai.
Oh yeah, even when you write for yourself, but it's AI.
Exactly.
So,
yabo, I think now we have to wrap up this whole topic. Then we're gonna move to another one that engibone eyenzakala here. Lento ukuthi ama students by the 10th of July till the 19th of July babe ba vacatile main res VUT. Nibona kanjani?
Personally, I think it's wrong, actually, because where are those students going to go? Some students don't have the luxury of going home.
And it's only 1 week, it's not even 3 weeks, so good, okay, it's reasonable. They spend more than 500 uguya. Imagine ukubuya. Mela zothenga ukudla phekwa lokho ngaleyo allowance, and bazo expect ukuthi as esikoleni futhi azo attend.
I mean, my chat is, even like noma kuyiviki, even if a week is short, but it's long for them because bazoyapi. I'm genuinely asking, because some people find solace in their own space than they find at home. Abantu bafika la ngo February, ikolo masivulwa, and then bahamba nge-30 zaka November, basokuvalwe completely.
Yeah, understand.
You get it? They never go home, because sometimes they find solace in being at rest than it is being at home, and we don't know people's situations. So why can't they do maintenance while there's people
eyiphi leyo maintenance edingakalayo ezenza ukuthi abantu bahambe because noma bahambile abantu still kuyobe kulika kuyobe bakhala nge-Wi-Fi amanzi everything ugesi so understand ukuthi lengaka abayidingayo space lesingaka basidingayo sizotshintshana.
But see, to some extent, the school just understand, although it's unfair to a student because they need to do a deep cleaning, just as they stated. They use chemicals there. But spray chemicals and then you sleep there. Because you're going to go if Bazok for me, Ulalila, Bobacita, spray chemicals. You see, because we as complainer, you maintenance your corner, complainer, Ugutsigun complainer. In chicken pox might be spready.
Yeah.
You see, so there is a need to find deep cleaning. You see, to some extent, just understand this call. Although it's unfair to a student, but it's recess at the end of the day. What is recess? Go home and rest.
For 1 week.
It can be 1 week. It can be 3 days. It can be 2 weeks. Go home and rest.
Meluhambu yenza ni application yokuthi ngizobhala second op futhi.
By that time, Magui recess is called as Farid. There's no second hope.
My question is, why bang yenzanga leyo nto leyo December, January? 2 months. They had 2 months to do the deep cleaning, what and the chemicals. Why couldn't they do that during that time?
Since, as you stated, February, and right now it's May. So such things, akumela ngumela unyaka uzuphele kuze ziyenzwe. We clean every day, you see. Just like work, they need to constantly clean for your health's sake. You understand? Okay.
But again, nangizwisisa lento abayenza I mean like it's a 50-50 situation. Let me just say that.
But imagine, okay, ulele benzi maintenance kalama kinda.
Dina bukunto kundutshani. Yeah. Valid. Yeah.
To some extent they have to do it. They have to
mara What mangafuni ukuhamba uzomenzani?
Akusisekini guys. That's the problem. Problem ukuthi siyenze amakhaya oyithi guys.
Mara Bugiti for that
moment
from February until 30 November Bugiti. Please can espasisho njalo. Ithi 11 months November.
Yeah, 10 months.
November. Bugwam,
exactly.
I occupy that space. It's mine. It is paid for. And until I leave,
Mara, I thought it was Ohama Bebantwan. Allowance ingena the first week. Tiwa bebe bahambile by 10.
I think as a solution ebangayenza ukuthini. Main receipts big angisho. Bangayenza ngama half. Khona ama student azohamba ngisho. And then but it would be unfair ukuthi bamove emarumini wabanye abantu.
Yabo.
You see. So basically in order for ukuthi ba clean ilama student evacuate. To be honest, if they don't do this thing, and then we must not complain if it's enthusiasm if ebungcolile emarumini wethu because he just supposed to be ngisho because it's funa ukukhala ukuyithu emaresi.
Mara yazi sometimes maintenance ungayenza day by day kancane.
Kanjani? Ngiyenzele example ngama chemicals. Angeke baspray ama chemicals bese ukalala lapha.
The thing is abaclean ama room. Aba clean ama room. Bayo clean enzi ama sewage, balungisa gas nani. That's why ngisho ukuthi ezinye izinto bangazenza kancane day by day.
Ezinye izinto not everything. La bayenza everything. Thank you.
Ayikho into abazoyenza. That's what I know. Ayikho into abazoyenza.
Mina ngibuzo kunamaphela emi-interest guys chemical amaphela I want to know if kunamaphela
emi-interest. Okay, we've come to the end of our lovely episode, and from me to you guys, don't forget to follow us, subscribe on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, don't forget to comment down below, and bye.